Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am not too bad. Let's see. Yesterday when we talked, I just finished loading up down there in Laredo at LMS, and I was headed north. I stopped there at the pilot, there at the exit 13, took a shower, ate lunch, and then took off. I did have a kind of a rough drive of it. Traffic was pretty heavy, especially since I hit San Antonio during rush hour. And of course, I got to Austin after rush hour, but traffic was still bad. Got on up, of course, made my load check stops in a few places. And on the way up, I started thinking about where I was going to go. I had thought about going ahead and coming all the way here and parking on the street. But I remember the last time I come over here and tried that, there was no parking. There's too many people already here. So I knew of a couple of little truck stops, and I was thinking about going to Italy, but then I remembered that going that way is a little bit is the long way, going towards Fort Worth at the 35 split is actually shorter since it's on 67. I got to Hillsboro and stopped at the TA and decided, you know what, this is good enough. I was only 45 miles away, and I was tired. It was 9:30 something, and I was the heck with it. Well, I cleaned up the truck and got some stuff taken care of and dumped out the water in my cooler and went inside to buy ice, and they were out. Not happy. Well, they had ice, but it was in the outside box, and that was locked, and they couldn't find the keys. So, luckily enough, last night it was cold enough that it got cold enough in the truck that the cooler didn't overheat and I didn't lose what food I have. Got up this morning at 7:30 and found everything covered in frost. Said I ain't leaving. Crawled back in bed till 9 when the sun was well up and the fog had burned off and it was warmed up. Went inside, checked. Yep, they finally found the key and I got some ice, put it in here and took off. I got here at 10 o'clock, checked in. Of course, by that time they've already done everybody. I would have been here all that time anyway. So staying there didn't make a big difference. Pulled right around, gave him my bills, took tarps off, got strippers off. He came out, took those 6 coils off, and then I pulled out here on the street. When I sent my empty call, I got a message saying there were 17 trucks in the area. They were 7 or 8 loads short, and I was number 1 on the board. But I didn't really get the truck turned off and started sorting stuff. And I got a load. I'm going over to Gerdau down the street in Middle Lothian. And I'm taking that to the docks in Mobile, Alabama. It's going to be, well, could be anything. I have no idea what it's going to be. It's either going to be those big, I think you saw them, I don't remember, I talked about it before, but big iron girders, or it could be flats or anything. The load says to tarp if they want me to tarp it, but since all that stuff is stored outside in the rain, unless the bills specifically say tarp, I ain't tarping it. Luckily for me, I'm not like some of the other drivers we got right now. They're stuck up in the Northeast. I know a couple of y'all watch these. Stay warm. Don't worry about idling the truck. They are getting hammered up there, and I'm glad I am not there. The only bad thing is my appointment to pick this up is not until 4 o'clock. It's 4 hours from now, obviously. And I cannot show up any more than 15 minutes before my appointment time. Not really sure what I'm going to do. I could head down the street to the Loves, which is about 3 miles away. But that place is so busy and so packed, I don't think it'd be worth it. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to stay right here. I'm going to put some stuff together and eat lunch. Maybe surf the internet or watch TV. I don't know. This load is due anytime between when I pick it up and Thursday. So, I mean, I won't get there tonight. I'll get there tomorrow sometime. Don't know when. It's 611 miles. By the time I get around to picking this load up, I'm only going to have about 4 hours of drive time available, so I ain't getting all that far. And just have to deal. So I will talk to y'all after I get loaded. Till then, see you later. Good afternoon, YouTube. How are you this afternoon? I am not too bad. Not too bad at all. Last we talked, I just finished unloading at Central States in Cedar Hill, Texas. And I pulled down the street and parked and just kind of hung out. Called my wife, talked to her for a little bit via FaceTime, and then I made some lunch, which was cheesy chicken Alfredo by Velveeta. Not too bad. They just came out, well, I don't know how long they've been out, but I just saw them. These single serving meals. You know, you microwave them for a minute, then you put what they call liquid gold, it's Velveeta cheese in it, stirred up. I've had a couple of them, and every one of them have been really good. Very, very surprised. They go along just like if you've had any of the Simply Complete meals. Those are pretty good too. And since I can't carry cold meat in the truck like I used to, unless I use it immediately, I'm kind of limited on what I eat for meals. After that, I was going to take a nap, but I was reading something online, and then I decided to go and play a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn. And then about, I guess 3:15, I packed everything up, put everything away, and headed on down here. I got here right at 3:45, which is the earliest I could get here for my 4 o'clock appointment. And then checked in. Yeah, pick it up in an area I have not loaded here before. I've loaded over on the beam yard, but I'm over here at what they call the hill. And I think I'm going to be here a while. It looks like there's like 9 trucks in front of me. I'm picking up a load of flats. They look like miniature I-beams or something like that. And 35 feet long. Going to need 8 timbers on the deck. Chain them down once I get over to the securement area. I don't know if I'm on a tarp yet. I don't like tarping things like that because of the potential damage it could do to the tarps with all the sharp corners. But we'll have to see. It would, if I do, it's going to be 4-foot drops, and that's not as bad as trying to tarp those gigantic I-beams with 8-foot drops. So we will have to see how it goes. So I guess that will be it for the day, and we will talk tomorrow or Thursday when I unload, whichever happens. And until then, keep the shiny side up. 73s. Be safe.